What's up guys, it's Fire here, and today we're going to be having a look at Ashe. Now Ashe is really strong in solo queue but also competitive play. If you've ever watched any of the LCS, you'll know that Cloud9 run her all the time. Now the main thing that she brings is going to be our ultimate. It's great at catching people off guard and engaging when people are out of position. But this isn't the only reason. Ashe actually has great late game damage, and she also has a really good kite potential with her slow. So overall it just means that she's a really good pick. So for mastery around 21.54, and this is pretty much the standard page for anyone who uses abilities to trade. The mana regen and utility is just going to make sure you don't run out of mana, and the defensive tree is there purely just to allow you to survive a little bit more. So for runes I run a very standard page, and that's going to be flat AD marks, armor seals, magic resist or magic resist per level glyphs, and then 2 lifesteal and 1 AD. The 2 lifesteal will just allow you to sustain in lane, and the 1 AD lets you trade better and last hit under turret. So for skill order you want to max your W, Q and then E, maxing your ultimate whenever available. So you max your volley first because that's your main damage source, and then your frost shot second because the slow increases with every rank. So for items you want to get Doran's Blade first, and this has pretty much become the standard for any AD. Now this is because it provides the AD, health and lifesteal that you're going to need to trade, and to be honest, if your opponent starts Doran's Blade and you don't, then you're already at a disadvantage. So after that you want to work towards your BF sword and get a Vamp Scepter if the lane's pretty difficult. Now you won't actually turn this Vamp Scepter into anything until very late into your build, so that's why I say if it's against a difficult lane you want to buy that, but if not then it's just going to delay your actual build. Now the core item on Ashe is going to be Infinity Edge, and that's just because her damage scales with auto attacks and not abilities. That means that crit works really well on her. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you'll notice that I always pick PD over Shiv, and you'll probably be shocked to see the Shiv here for Ashe, but I actually think it works really well with Ashe, and that's why I get it second. It just means that her auto attacks are a little bit more deadly because it provides the extra damage, and it also gives her the wave clear that's going to be really strong for mid game. So after that I build a last whisper, which is just going to mitigate some of the armor on the enemy team, and then finally I get a bloodthirster, which just means that your crits are going to hit even harder. Finally, for defensive items, I actually think Banshees is probably the best choice. It's one of the best choices for AD now that it's a big ticket item. The other choices would be a Guardian Angel because Ashe's attack range is relatively low, and then finally Iranian's Omen if you're against a heavy AD team and you just need to get some distance from the divers. So Ashe's damage in lane is really relying on constant pressure, similar to Caitlyn. If you engage at full health you're probably going to lose that trade because she just doesn't have the burst to be able to kill someone from 100%. Now Ashe's basic trading tool is going to be an auto attack into a volley. This is going to be the maximum damage for Ashe in a trade and also take no damage in return. So it's very difficult for the enemy to trade after that because he's going to be slowed by the volley. If he does keep chasing you, then you and your support can just slowly kite him around and do a lot of damage to him while he doesn't really do anything to you. The final thing I want to say about Ashe's lane phase is that her ultimate pretty much guarantees a kill when someone ganks. Now because of this, it's a really good idea to communicate with your jungler and say that you've got your ultimate available and that he should come and gank. When he does gank and you get that kill, then you can rotate to Dragon, take that advantage, and it's a really good way of carrying solo queue. Finally, in team fights, your job is either to initiate with that arrow or save it for when someone jumps on your face. Now initiation is probably the better of the two options because you can catch people off guard if they're out of position. Now attack moving is really important on Ashe because of the slow with your Q. You don't really need much protection from your team, and so they should be diving while you're kiting the enemy divers around. So thanks for watching guys. I do just want to mention something before you go. There's been a lot of different content on this channel so far because I'm trying to float ideas around and see what fits best. My ideas at the moment is to release a lot more in-depth guides, commentaries, and then also some fun videos as well, like AD casting or AD Ari. If you think this would be a good idea, please let me know in the comments, or if there are any videos that I haven't done yet that you think would be really cool to see as well, let me know about them as well. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. Go like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and as always, I will catch you next time.